You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry ChillyBoy Chilson, and this is my review of the 355. Now, before we get into this review, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. The 355 is a 2022 action film directed by Simon Kinberg that follows a group of outcasted agents who are forced to work together to solve a mystery none of their agencies can get a handle on. But as they dive further into this mission, they realize not everything in their trusted agencies are as they once seemed. So what can I say? A group of awesome, badass, diverse women in this new film for 2022. I was excited for the 355. I thought the trailers looked fun enough. They were edited in kind of a cool manner. So I was looking forward to this film. And then early reactions were not so positive, but hey, if you watched my videos from last year, you'll know I oftentimes veer from that path. So I went in still optimistic. This was going to be one of those times where I just have fun with the movie other people don't like. Yeah, that was a very misguided thought. The 355 is a mess. And it kills me to say that. So let's go ahead, talk the positives of the film first. Well, I did, in fact, enjoy our cast. I think all of these leading ladies deliver something. They're all charismatic just by nature, and that charisma oozes through. Particularly, Lupita Nyong'o gives my favorite performance of the film. The periphery guys are okay at best, just like Sebastian Stan is all right, but really the ladies hold up the film as best they can. I also really like the premise. I like the idea of the 355, a female agent who didn't get her due, and thus these female agents having to kind of go off the grid and do what they know is right, whether or not they have support, whether or not they have the resources. And I liked the premise. And part of the third act really worked for me, actually. The stakes were exponentially raised, and it gave the film a little bit more of a daring feel. Like we were actually pushing some sort of ground here. And Penelope Cruz was looking good, y'all. Good. But that's where my positives end, because the 355 is an utter mess. So let's get into the negatives when it comes to the film. The biggest negative goes by the name Simon Kinberg, because I think it's time to stop directing. It's not your forte. It's not working out for you, Simon. The direction in this film was appallingly bad. The framing of the shots, the camera work, everything about the direction was atrocious, honestly. The camera work and cinematography specifically were hideous. The editing, oh my gosh. A lot can be forgiven script-wise, story-wise, plot holes can all be forgiven in a solid action film if you deliver some fun action. And it was there to be had, I think, maybe. But whew, talk about motion sickness. My goodness. That camera was shaking worse than that violinist view as the Titanic went down, y'all. It was terrible. I was sick watching these action set pieces. This editing makes Snake Eyes look like competent action direction. Yeah. But the green screen usage here was actually baffling in how terrible it looked. You know, before I just pile on Simon Kinberg and his directing, let me also say, I'm not really sure if writing screenplays is really working out for you any longer either, because the script was a mess, a complete mess. The story was just nonsensical gibberish. The twists and the turns make no sense. They're all ridiculous. You know where the story's going as soon as you begin watching it, honestly. There's so many plot holes in here. The Aquafina could drive that damn rogue bus straight on through this film. It's a mess. It's just a total mess. And further than just the story, the structure, the twists and the plot holes, the characters are so flat and non-dimensional, not even one-dimensional. They have no dimension to them. We build to a big crescendo, which I give them credit for. In the third act, we take it to a darker place that brings out some stakes. However, the stakes could have been just inherently there when we got to that point if we cared about these characters at all. They start building friendships, they bring up family members, they bring up relationship here or there. No, the problem is we don't spend any time with them. We don't learn very much about them at all. And what we do learn isn't tied to actual experience and emotion. So we're just left with this nonsensical mission, this plot that is all over the place. And everywhere you look, the film is just filled to the brim with characters that are as flat as a board, with no emotional depth and no ties to you as an audience member. So there's really nothing to keep you intrigued, nothing to keep you interested, no emotional ties to get you invested in. I wish it was just kind of a bland run-of-the-mill action movie, because honestly, it's so much worse than that, and it kills me to say that. So the January movie-going season is starting off just as it always does, with an absolute dud. Hey, at least it has that going for it, right? Tradition. But honestly, the 355 is a hot mess. This is maybe a watch for free on TV, but nothing more than that. So that was my review for the 355. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see the 355 or have you already watched it? If you have, let me know your thoughts either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.